Hello everyone, in this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Moeed Pirzada to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. Firstly, note this is the fourth Eid in which Imran Khan, former Prime Minister of Pakistan, who is currently imprisoned in Adiala jail, has not been allowed to offer Eid prayers. On the official YouTube channel of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI, there has been no credible or noteworthy update regarding Imran Khan. Instead, his old Eid messages from 2022 are being repeated. Likewise, no significant statement from any major PTI leader regarding Imran Khan has been seen on PTI's YouTube channel over the past 24 hours. Taz, many Pakistani podcasters have spent the past 24 to 36 hours discussing the idea that Pakistan is being pushed toward the Sisi model like Egypt. This claim or analysis stems from the notion that just like General Sisi became Field Marshal in January 2024, General Munir has also allegedly attained a similar status. However, all these podcasters concluded in their content that Pakistan cannot become Egypt because Imran Khan is far more popular in Pakistan than Mohamed Morsi was in Egypt. The analysis includes statistical comparisons of how Morsi became Egypt's president and the differences between both situations. One major aspect that's been overlooked in all these analyses is the nature of Pakistan's ruling elite, which includes prominent senior generals, and the entrenched political dynasties like the Sharifs, Zardaris, and, well, many smaller ones. Add to this the corporate elite from Lahore, Faisalabad, Karachi, Sialkot, and Gujranwala, including the business tycoons and media moguls. If you analyze their decisions and actions, it becomes clear that they've collectively decided, something I also tweeted in the last 24 hours, that they no longer want electoral democracy in Pakistan. Elections will continue symbolically to maintain appearances, but the real aim is to maintain a balancing act between America and China, using investments and support from Gulf monarchies to sustain this system. Tim, there's one big problem with this thinking, something the ruling elite perhaps doesn't fully realize or, believes they can overcome. Unlike other countries where such models have managed to sustain, Pakistan has an estimated population of 250 million, some say 240 million, with rapid growth, severe income inequality, and widespread unrest. India, with which Pakistan had relatively peaceful relations since 2021, now faces a renewed state of brinkmanship. So, tensions with India, Pakistan's long-standing existential adversary, have also resurfaced. Another issue is this: countries like Iraq, Syria, and Egypt, which faced severe turbulence or civil war, all have ancient state traditions dating back 3,000 to 4,000 years. Pakistan lacks such a deep-rooted state tradition or structure. This is a fundamental structural problem the Pakistani elite has failed to address, and even Pakistani podcasters haven't highlighted it. In this context, we now hear growing rumors, perhaps not just rumors anymore, that Pakistan's army chief, General Munir, will visit Washington from June 13th to 15th on an invitation from the Trump administration. It's important to note that neither the US nor Pakistani governments have officially confirmed this. No major publication or TV channel has formally acknowledged it. Still, multiple credible sources with access to Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the US State Department, and the White House have confirmed to me that this visit is indeed planned from June 13th to 15th. Quoting Ministry of Foreign Affairs sources, one contact told me that General Munir is expected to meet not only with CENTCOM leadership and Pentagon officials, but also with senior members of Trump's team, like Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of Defense Pete. Remember, since Michael Waltz resigned as National Security Advisor, Rubio has taken on that role in addition to being Secretary of State. So a meeting with General Munir seems natural. Sources close to the embassy suggest that a meeting with the Pakistani-American diaspora is also being arranged. Note that on June 14th, PTI is planning a major protest in Washington against General Munir with, many trucks and protesters actively organizing for it. Here's something new. Reportedly, General Munir has hired 3 to 4 lobbyists this time, with an estimated annual cost of $4 million being covered by the state. Pakistan reportedly spends $36 million annually on lobbying. These lobbyists are expected to arrange meetings with key members of Congress and some US corporate leaders, something that didn't happen during Munir's 2023 visit. Meetings are also expected with outgoing CENTCOM Chief General Michael Kurilla, since Admiral Brad Cooper, his replacement, has not yet been confirmed by the Senate. As for the agenda of General Munir's visit, China is said to be a major concern. Pakistan's military integration with China has reportedly gone much deeper than the United States anticipated, especially with cooperation at multiple levels between the Pakistani Air Force and Chinese satellite systems. This has raised concerns in Washington about Pakistan's military alignment with China, especially in case of conflict with India. According to sources, not all meetings are expected to be smooth. Some might be tense. But regardless of the tone or outcomes, if the visit indeed happens, it will politically benefit General Munir significantly. Progress on mining deals, especially after most Pakistani provincial assemblies, except Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, have passed revised mining legislation. There is significant interest from Trump's family in crypto. Trump's sons, Donald Jr. and Eric, are actively involved, along with Steve Witkoff's son, Jack Witkoff, who is the CEO of World Liberty Financial and has previously visited Pakistan and met with General Munir. He has signed crypto agreements and participated in events with Pakistani Crypto Council representatives like Bilal Saqib. In early June, the Trump administration proposed a 3.5% tax on remittances, particularly targeting India, China and Mexico. Indians are the most affected, sending over $120 billion in annual remittances, much of it from the United States. The proposal includes a provision allowing US taxpayers to claim the tax as a credit, but it's unclear how it would be implemented, especially for LLCs and small business owners. There are charges and obviously there are also taxes. They will be adjusted through credit, but at this time, when the money is sent, nothing is deducted directly. From what I understand, about $40 is deducted on top of the transaction, in the presence of the bill. So clearly, whatever money is sent, if you're a citizen, then maybe not. But if you're a resident or still on an H-1B visa, then it applies. When Jack Witkoff visited Pakistan on April 27th, the press release issued after the Pakistan Crypto Council ceremony included many points. One of them stated that foreign remittances to Pakistan could now be sent via cryptocurrency. This means if you transfer money via a US bank, a 3.5% tax applies, but if you send remittances via Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, no tax applies. It's estimated that the Pakistani diaspora sends over $30 billion annually, especially from the Middle East. So, crypto businesses are eyeing this opportunity. When I asked someone, they said the biggest item of interest for the Witkoff family and even Donald Trump's children is remittances. They're looking at countries like Pakistan. Coming back to the Washington agenda involving General Sahib, likely General Asim Munir, one major item is the Abraham Accords. It's possible that Pakistan could recognize Israel, maybe not fully, but agree to gradually progress in that direction under General Sahib's leadership. Trump repeatedly says, Pakistan has very, very strong leaders, suggesting General Sahib is decisive and could make bold decisions like this. However, that remains to be seen. It's a huge decision for him. So people are saying Trump's mind is made up, that 2 million people from Gaza must be evacuated. If the war in Sudan ends quickly, and well, the UAE-supported side prevails, a significant percentage of Palestinians from Gaza could be relocated to Sudan. Some speculate they might even be moved to Azad Kashmir, though I find this surprising and honestly pretty unlikely. I argued that this plan is full of complications and obstacles. The UAE, Saudi Arabia and Qatar have already said they do not support this. They want a different solution. Still, there is such thinking going on, even if it may not be implemented. In this context, the planned June 14th protest in Washington against General Munir by the Pakistani diaspora is of exceptional importance. If thousands gather, even as few as 5,000, it would send a strong message to Trump's administration and the US Congress that what they are doing is fundamentally wrong and anti-democratic. However, so far it appears Trump and his team do not care much about Pakistani democracy. There's also a snub to the Modi government. India's delegations have told people across the United States, including at the Council on Foreign Relations, that India blames Pakistan's army chief for the Pahalgam terrorist massacre. If General Munir gets an official reception in Washington on June 13th to 15th, it would be a big slap to India, especially Narendra Modi's government. The Indian narrative is being challenged. Canadian academic and influential right-wing podcaster Jordan Peterson recently released a podcast titled "Why is America Openly Supporting Pakistan Against India?" It has been viewed around 200,000 times. In the 29-minute vlog, Peterson repeated at least 20 times that India, despite its flaws, is a functional democracy, while Pakistan is an irresponsible terror-supporting state. He blamed all of Pakistan rather than specific elements. According to him, America is only pursuing narrow strategic interests, and its foreign policy lacks values. Peterson ignored the fact that India also supports insurgency, particularly in Balochistan, for example, the BLA. This is a counter-narrative being promoted by Indians who have possibly influenced Peterson. Some argue that Trump has betrayed India, especially after the Pahalgam incident, when he should have stood with India. Shashi Tharoor, speaking to the Indian diaspora, was asked about Trump and responded that he had interacted with 4 US presidents, Bush Sr., Bush Jr., Clinton and Obama, and that Trump doesn't match their class. These personal comments have reached Trump's team and caused resentment. If there was already any animosity toward Modi, it has now intensified. Some analysts say Trump and his team feel that India has taken America for a ride for 20 years. Gaining support without offering anything substantial in return, no trade concessions, buying weapons from Russia and France instead of the US. This frustration has built up, and Trump seems to be in a mood to, teach India a lesson. A counter-argument is that even when India was, quite poor back in the 1960s, it was still seen as strategically more important than Pakistan. Despite Pakistan being part of US defense alliances, America actually stopped Ayub Khan from exploiting the India-China tensions in 1962. After that war, the US heavily supported India both militarily and financially. The bottom line is, America's deep-rooted strategic thinking over 60 to 70 years just cannot be reversed by Trump's personal whims. Trump may express, big desires, but rarely follows through. For instance, he claimed the Russia-Ukraine war would end before his presidency, but 5 months in, it continues. His plans in the Middle East and China also failed, where he had to back down from tariffs and even requested a phone call with Xi Jinping. Trump loves, drama and spectacle. In the past 24 hours, he deployed National Guard troops to California without the governor's approval, despite there being no crisis. Governor Gavin Newsom, a likely 2028 presidential candidate, said there was no law and order issue, but Trump used the Insurrection Act, citing attacks on ICE vehicles to justify it. Experts say this was completely unnecessary, showing Trump's impulsiveness. If this same drama unfolds in the Pakistan case, it could seriously embarrass General Munir and reflect a dangerous insensitivity toward Pakistani democracy, steering Pakistan towards a model like Egypt's. Some say Pakistan's democracy and elections may be discussed, though we don't know if that will happen. But we will continue to follow the developments. That wraps up our translation of Moeed Pirzada's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.